All right, like, click, and subscribe, do all that. Let's get right to it. Atlanta Falcons taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs ended up beating the Falcons 17-14. Patrick Mahomes, 24-44, 278 yards, 2 TDs, 1 pick. Travis Kelce, 98 yards, 1 TD. Matt Ryan, 27-35, 300 yards and 2 TDs. Calvin Ridley, 130 yards. Yeah. Here we go. The shuffle pass gets off Hayden Hurst, and he scores the first touchdown for the Falcons. But then Patrick Mahomes missed Travis Kelce off. Touchdown Chiefs, tie game. Here we get to the fourth quarter. Laquan Treadwell, touchdown Falcons. And then the catch for DeMarcus Robinson, and it was done deal, and that was it. There you go. And the Chiefs get a first round bye. And up next, you got the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Houston Texans. The Bengals beat the Texans 37-31 in an intense battle. Brandon Allen, 29-37, 371 yards, 2 TDs. Samaje Perine, 95 yards and 2 TDs. T. Higgins, 99 yards and a TD. Deshaun Watson, 24-33, 324 yards, 3 TDs. David Johnson, 128 yards and a TD. Brandon Cooks, 141 yards and a TD. And then off the top, he hits Drew Sample off. Touchdown Bengals. But Watson throws a bomb to Brandon Cooks. Touchdown. Tie game. Samaje Perine going crazy. And you don't see he goes all the way down the side. Touchdown Bengals. 17-10. Here we go. David Johnson pushes it in. Ties it up again. Touchdown Texas. And then Brandon Allen launches a bomb to T. Higgins. Touchdown Bengals. They take the lead. Let's look at it again. Beautiful two-stepping. Here we go to throw to David Johnson again. They take the tie and tie it up again. Watson gets off the pass to Darren Fells. He's pushing himself in, and he gets there. Touchdown, Texans. They take the lead. Here we go. Samaje Perine in there again. And the Bengals take the lead. And they pretty much finish it off. They won 37-31. They ain't playing for nothing, but they're just playing for the heart and soul of football. And then you got a chance at the wild card spot with the Chicago Bears taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. All right, Mitch Trubisky was 24-35, 265 yards, 2 TDs, 1 pick. David Montgomery, 95 yards and a TD. Jimmy Graham, 69 yards and 2 TDs. Mike Glennon, 24-37, 211 yards, 2 TDs, 2 picks. D.O., because I don't know his last name, we're going to call him D.O., 71 yards. DJ Clark Jr., 62 yards and a TD. And we started off right here. Trubisky hitting off Jimmy Graham. Touchdown Bears. They started off 7-3. And the pass flows up to DJ Chark. He gets it in. Touchdown Jags. They tie the game up. Mitch Trubisky said, "The heck with that. I'm just going to run it in myself." Touchdown Bears. Here we go. David Montgomery again. Touchdown Bears. Here we go. Trubisky launches it to Jimmy G again. Touchdown Bears. They increasing the lead. The abuse is happening. And then he gets the handoff to Artavius Pierce. Touchdown Bears. They're killing them right now. And then launches a ball to Laviska Shenault. Touchdown Jacksonville, but it's too late. Chicago beats them 41-17. And this makes the Bears 8-7. And as of right now, they hold the last spot in the NFC wild card. And somewhere I'm pretty sure Jacksonville is happy too, because they get to hang on to the #1 spot for the draft pick. So, you know, they definitely try to get Trevor Lawrence up there. And some more playoff implications happening over here. The New York Giants taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, 17 of 26, 183 yards, 2 TDs. J.K. Dobbins, 77 yards and a TD. Mark Andrews, 76 yards. Daniel Jones, 24-41, 252 yards, 1 TD. Sterling Shepard, 77 yards and a TD. And you already know what time it is. Lamar hitting off Hollywood Brown, Marquise Brown, touchdown Ravens. And let's just run it some more. J.K. Dobbins, diving in, touchdown Ravens, 14-0. A bunch of field goals took place all of that in the fourth quarter. And it's time for Dez Bryant to get a touchdown again. Throw up the X. You already know what time it is. Touchdown Ravens. And Daniel Jones hits on Sterling Shepard. Touchdown Giants. The bottom line is the Ravens win 27-13. The Ravens go 10-5. The point is we try to get a wild card spot, but we won't know the results until we figure out what happens if the Steelers end up beating the Colts or opposite way around. Speaking of that, let's get to it. Indianapolis Colts taking on Pittsburgh Steelers. And here we go. Ben Roethlisberger, 34-49, 3 to 42 yards, 3 TDs. James Conner, 20 yards of the TD. Juju Smith-Schuster, 96 yards of the TD. Phillip Rivers, 22 of 35, 270 yards, 1 TD, 1 pick. Jonathan Taylor, 74 yards and 2 TDs. Zach Pascal, 64 yards and a TD. And Rivers, then we gonna start it off like this with Jonathan Taylor. There you go right there, touchdown, Colts. And then we go, runs it in with James Conner, touchdown, Pittsburgh. They tie the game up. But Jonathan Taylor says, the heck with that, I want some more. I'm gonna get some more. Touchdown, Colts, they take the lead back. Phillip Rivers launches a bomb to Zach Pascal. Touchdown. Colts, they increase their lead. It's crazy because the Ravens actually need Pittsburgh to beat the Colts right here. It's insane, but look at the score, 24-7, right? Whoever thought I'd actually say that out my mouth, that sounds ridiculous. But anyway, Big Ben launches it to Deontay Johnson. Touchdown, Steelers. And then Big Ben tosses it over to Eric Ebron. Touchdown, Pittsburgh, they only down by 3. And Big Ben launches it, to the dancing fool, Juju Smith-Schuster, and he takes the lead. And Pittsburgh pulls it out 28-24. Whoever thought the Ravens would have to rely on their arch nemesis to get in there. But bottom line is, Indiana goes 10-5. And the way it's looking, Indiana is all out on the hunt, while the Ravens step ahead of the line and take the second spot in the wild card. Thanks to the Steelers? Yeah, it sounds crazy. But speaking of wild cards at AFC North, let's get to the final 1 o'clock game of the day. The Cleveland Browns taking on the 1-win New York Jets. All right, here we go. Sam Darnold, 16-32, 175 yards, 2 TDs. Frank Gore, 48 yards. Jamison Crowder, 92 yards in the TD. Baker Mayfield, 28-53, 285 yards. Nick Chubb, 28 yards in the TD. Austin Hooper, 71 yards. Here we go, Sam Darnold launches it over to Jamison Crowder. And he gets it in touchdown. Well, Braxton Berrios, my bad. And here we go, launches it to Chris Henderson. The Jets are taking over 13-3. Here we go. Sam Darnold launching it again. Jamison Crowder, wide open. Touchdown, Jets. They're up 20-3. Kind of reminiscent of what they did to the Rams. And here we go. Nick Chubb rushes it in. Cleveland finally scores a touchdown in this game, 10-20. And here we go. Kareem Hunt gets it in. Dives in, touchdown. Cleveland, 16-20. The Browns are trying to clinch a playoff berth, but they're down 16-23. It's 4th and 1. A minute 25 left in the game. Will the Browns be able to do it? No. Baker Mayfield fumbles the ball. They can't forward progress it. Bottom line is, they don't get it. The Jets get their second win of the season. Cleveland falls to 10-5. And guess what? They sit at the bottom of the wild card. You got 4 10-5 teams. 3 of them are in the wild card, which is Miami, Baltimore, and Cleveland. And because of Minneapolis Colts losing, they're on the outside looking in at 10-5. It's crazy in the AFC. And because of this win, the Jets said, the hell with it. We'll just let Jacksonville Jaguars just take the #1 draft pick away from us because they already locked it in and clinked it. Basically, the Jets said, we're just going to win games and say goodbye to Trevor Lawrence.